moment on this conference that I went for in Nairobi, when the South African Minister of Transport stood up in the gathering where there are political parties from all over the world, and he said to me, he said, I want to applaud Liberia because your election was so tight, hotly contested, and President Boakai only defeated President Weah less than 30,000 votes. And yet, President Weah conceded. He said, you people should continue that democracy. I was proud. I'm going to say anyway, therefore, President, we have to concede and keep our democracy on the path it is. It's something, of course, I'm proud of, and I'm happy he did that. I will praise him any day for that, because not many Africans can do that. Look, let's stop all these political noise. When people do something good, praise them. He could have stayed in power like other people. Yes, he could have done that. When President Boakai
by the grace of God Almighty, a new day is rising. From the dust of struggle, our voices are rising. They try to hide the truth in shadows and lies, but a seed of courage kept learning to rise. Through the storms of slander, the rumors, the pain, I walked through the fire, I danced in the rain. They called me finished, but watch how I thrive. Count every scar, that's proof I'm alive. I am Koji, a survivor. Hey, you can push me down, I rise higher. From the ground to the sky, I go. From the fire to the light, I glow. I am Koji, a survivor. Oh, yeah. Hear my name on the streets like a choir. Many try, but they can't stop this flow. I am Koji, I am Koji. Let it show. I am, let it show. See the dust on my shoes, that's where I'm from. Every wound on my skin beats like a drum. Turn the hate into fuel, let the doubters talk. I'll put faith in my feet, watch this victory walk. Mama's prayers on my head, I remember them still. Every tear that she cried turned iron in my will. I was counting every note like steps on a stair. Now I stand on the roof, breathing brave new air. Yeah, I am Koji, it's survival. Hey, you can push me down, I rise high. From the ground to the sky, I go. From the fire to the light, I go. I am Koji, a survivor. Oh, yeah. Hear my name on the streets like a choir. Many try, but they can't stop this flow. I am Koji, I am Koji. Let it show. Let it show. By the grace of God Almighty, a new day is rising. From the dust of struggle, our voices are rising. They try to hide the truth in shadows and lies, but a seed of courage kept learning to rise. Through the storms of slander, the rumors, the pain, I walked through the fire, I danced in the rain. They called me finished, but watch how I thrive. Count every scar, that's proof I'm alive. I am Koji, a survivor. Hey, you can push me down, I rise higher. From the ground to the sky, I go. From the fire to the light, I glow. I am Koji, a survivor. Oh, yeah. Hear my name on the streets like a choir. Many try but they can't stop this flow. I am Koji, I am Koji. Let it show. I am, let it show. See the dust on my shoes, that's where I'm from. Every wound on my skin beats like a drum. Turn the hate into fuel, let the doubters talk. I'll put faith in my feet, watch this victory walk. Mama's prayers on my head, I remember them still. Every tear that she cried turned iron in my will. I was counting every note like steps on a stair. Now I stand on the roof, breathing brave new air. Yeah, I am Koji, a survivor. Hey, you can push me down, I rise high. From the ground to the sky, I go. From the fire to the light, I go. I am Koji, a survivor. Oh, yeah. Hear my name on the streets like a choir. Many try but they can't stop this flow. I am Koji, I am Koji. Let it show. Let it show. But a seed of courage. By the grace of God Almighty, a new day is rising. From the dust of struggle, our voices are rising. They try to hide the truth in shadows and lies, but a seed of courage kept learning to rise. Through the storms of slander, the rumors, the pain, I walked through the fire, I danced in the rain. They called me finished, but watch how I thrive. Count every scar, that's proof I'm alive. I am Koji, a survivor. Hey, you can push me down, I rise higher. From the ground to the sky, I go. From the fire to the light, I glow. I am Koji, a survivor. Oh, yeah. Hear my name on the streets like a choir. Many try but they can't stop this flow. I am Koji, I am Koji. Let it show. I am, let it show. See the dust on my shoes, that's where I'm from. Every wound on my skin beats like a drum. Turn the hate into fuel, let the doubters talk. I'll put faith in my feet, watch this victory walk. Mama's prayers on my head, I remember them still. Every tear that she cried turned iron in my will. I was counting every note like steps on a stair. Now I stand on the roof, breathing brave new air. Yeah, I am Koji, a survivor. Hey, you can push me down, I rise high. From the ground to the sky, I go. From the fire to the light, I go. I am Koji, a survivor. Oh, yeah. Hear my name on the streets like a choir. Many try but they can't stop this flow. I am Koji, I am Koji. Let it
All right, so fellow Liberians, home and abroad, it's a privilege again for us to be on here. And we want to use this occasion to extend our thanks and appreciation to all of you that have joined us today for another very important segment of our presentation. I want to say thank you all. For some time, we've been out. It is not intentional. It's just that sometimes, the work, the family, and all the other stuff, when it's piled up, you got to make sure to take care of it, you know. But again, I want to say thanks to all of you who continue to remain very supportive, who continue to support our effort in ensuring that we can be able to do what we are doing. We get our strength from the support that you give us. And as usual, I always appeal that please do us a favor. And that favor we require of you is to please hit for us the share button. Share with friends, share with family members, and let's have a wonderful, a very, very wonderful time out here. So please do that for us. Uh, Invite as many friends as you can invite, and we are going to have a very great time. Welcome to all of you that have joined us from on all our various platforms. Again, I want to say please follow, like, subscribe, to the pages. Thank you so very kindly. So there are several issues that we will be looking at today. Several issues. I hope to talk about two or probably three major issues. The first one has to do with the issue of Yeke Koluba, the lawmaker of District Number 10. The second will have to do with the border issue and our own security. And the third will look at other issues. I am hoping to have one or two persons joining us. I know the time varies, but I hope they can. I know this issue of Yeke Koluba has been something that has been around the corridor for a while. I want to say welcome to Charlie Jackson. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Charlie, we appreciate you, brother. Thank you so very kindly. I want to say thank you. We were there, in PA, and it was a wonderful time together. Yeah, thank you so much, Charlie. Thank you so very kindly. Ishaka So, how are you? So the first thing has to do with this issue of Yeke Koluba. I know the Yeke Koluba issue has taken a center stage and has become a national discussion. But I will be very brief and succinct on the issue of Yeke Koluba. You know, what is happening in Liberia is now strange. This government is noted, this party is noted for not being very tolerant when it comes to criticism. The Unity Party is not a party that will tolerate what we call an environment in which people are encouraged to disagree with government. This is not the kind of party that we have. The Unity Party has proven time without numbers that for them, they will not accept anything like criticism. They won't. They do not have the balls, the tenacity to accept it. That's who they are. You can't change it from them. It is part of their DNA. We are not saying these things because we want to say it. There are track records, not track record, but track records of the Unity Party. These people are not tolerant No. These people will not encourage what we call an environment that will be able to allow people to speak on issues. These people, they do not take criticism lightly. No. The playbook of the Unity Party say when we are in power, we must dictate the day-to-day activities. Whatever that happens, it must be by our dictates. We must be able to say, let it go this way, it go. Let it come this way, it come. Let it move left, it move left. Let it move right, it move right. If you think that you are dealing with a bunch of people who will respect your right, you lie. Stop that. If you think you are dealing with a bunch of people who are afraid to commit crime, stop that thing. Stop lying to yourself. Stop. If you think you are dealing with a bunch of people who are afraid of international condemnation, you get it wrong, my brother or my sister. You get it wrong. Don't hurt your head. Don't. If you think you are dealing with a group of people who will jet out when you say, oh yeah, we'll go stay in front of American embassy, my brother, go sit down. Go sit down. Go and sit down. The people that we are dealing with, these are a bunch of gangsters that only understand the language of the street. I want to repeat. The people we are dealing with, the current political establishment we are dealing with, you know what they understand? They understand the language of the street. That's what they understand. That's what they know. That's what they can succumb to. The unfiltered message of the Liberian people as enshrined in the Constitution. Article 1, that all power is inherent in the people. The only thing that this foolish government is afraid of, this particular devilish and evil government is afraid of, is what we call the untainted record of the people's power. Anything less than that, you suffer yourself. As I continue to follow this entire Yeke Koluba situation, I have come to realize as if Liberians, look, some of us are not looking beyond this unity party. Some of us, we have allowed ourselves to be in a cocoon, in a cycle. Look, sometimes I wonder whether people really know this unity party that they are dealing with. I sometimes wonder whether people really know this unity party. Look, the unity party is the unity party. Whoever you take and put within the unity party will be affected by that particular virus. The people have an agenda, and that agenda, take whoever you want to take and bring them there, they will go by that agenda. They will go by that agenda. The agenda of the unity party is not to empower the people. No, it's not. The agenda of the unity party is not to engage in what we call a peaceful dialogue to find a solution. No, that is not the agenda. The agenda of the unity party, my people, is to ensure that you are suppressed, is to ensure that they can be able to do everything to subdue you, is to take jobs from you, is to make you vulnerable, is to make your children to be wayward, because they know that the only way that you will listen to them and be at their gate to continue to beg them is when your children are vulnerable. Then they will control them. Because when they control the system, they can easily control your children. They can do harm to them and nothing will come of it. I want to welcome our own chaplain, Madam Josephine Campbell. I appreciate your presence. It's always a privilege for us to have you here, Mama. How are you? I hope you are doing great, well, and fine. It's a privilege for us to have you here. That is the agenda of the Unity Party. Look, I'm listening to people. Look, my people, we should not hurt our head on this issue between Joseph Numa Boakai and Yeke Koluba. This is not the issue between lawmaker. They say the House of Representative was a Yeke Koluba. No, don't hurt your head. My people, don't hurt your head. This is an issue between Joseph Numa Boakai and Yeke Koluba. That the two people get issue. That the two people get issue. It's unfortunate, fellow Liberians, because Joseph Numa Boakai has shown this on several occasions and he has had his way without any popular resistance of the people. Leave political party in this. But the people have allowed themselves to be trampled upon willingly. The people at this willing house that will do everything. Mr. Boakai have never been met with steep resistance on all of his abuses towards the Constitution. The people are not speaking. The people have allowed themselves to be quiet. The people say it's okay until we go for 2029. They have decided intentionally, willfully, to waive their rights for 6 years, that they will not use what is enshrined in the Constitution for them to use. That's what they've said. They are waiting. All we can do is to continue to point out these things. The Unity Party, these people are not tolerant. How much time? We must tell you this. We must continue to say this over and over and again because it is our duty, it is our responsibility. We will tell you these things. They are not tolerant. They do not encourage an environment where people can have diverse view. They don't encourage that. They will eliminate you. They will subdue you. They will break the law in order to show strength. The only thing I can say to Liberians, the only thing I can say to the opposition, let us prepare ourselves for 2029. But until 2029, whatever Joseph Numa Boakai wants, he gets it. It's hard to say, but that's the reality, my people. Let's leave that thing. Let's leave it. That's the reality. Boakai wanted fellow Liberians, LTA, which by law these people were appointed to serve in tenure position. Boakai wanted those areas that had people that were occupying tenure position. What did Boakai do? Boakai get it. Boakai get it. What we crying here for? What we acting like to say that strange thing? When Boakai wanted Talu to be removed from the central bank, what did he do? Boakai lie on Talu and said the bank took money. He was oh hey, he taking care of the president. We are how he put it in president. We are bedroom. Oh, the man stole money. The man do this. The man do that. When the man ran to court, what did Boakai do, my people? You're forgetting. Boakai took hell of money and carried to Talu and said, my man, move for you to call here. Let the money go sit down somewhere. Where is Talu today? The issue is out of the court. Talu get money, he going. Go sit down. Just like the man Boakai want to put a nephew, Samora there. Samora is there. This man called Joseph Numa Boakai, who is presiding over our state, this dictator, this evil of a president has no regard for the rule of law. That man does not see constitution. Boakai feels that Liberia, the executive mansion, is his home there in Foya, in Watsonga. He feels it's his home there in rehab community. He looked at the issue of the governance of the state to be like a pound one bottle he can take to drink at any time. He don't give a hang about whoever say what. No. Boakai wants, Boakai gets. Nothing can stay in front of Boakai. Sadly, that's it. That's it. Boakai wanted all of these people who occupy any position to be removed so that he can fill these any positions with people of his interest, his family members, his relatives, people who will say yes sir to him. Boakai didn't look left or look right to know whether the other person get any position, he finish, whether the person take any position, I finish. Boakai went straight for it. He went straight for it. Even when the court of the Republic of Liberia, oh, this is the president, Supreme Court, this, that, other thing, that place, they have been compromised long time. Long time it has been compromised. When Boakai wanted those positions to be his, the people decided that look, we'll run to the court. Let the court decide. What did the court say? That the proceedings were wrong. That Boakai actions were unconstitutional. It was illegal. It does not jive with the rule of law. What Boakai did the bad do. He said, okay, you ain't jive with rule of law. Now you will be on your rule of law. What I will do, what I'm supposed to do. And suspended these people for no just cause. As I speak today, they suspended them for alleged corruption. All of those that they suspended, where are they? Where are they? What is the document that shows the investigation that was conducted? Where's that document? It is sad, but it is serious. It is sad, but it is serious. When Boakai wanted, how you call Emma Glasgow position at the fishery, what did Boakai do? Boakai went there and lied. Look, this old man does not care about his character. This is an uncouth and uncivilized, you understand, a barbaric being that you are put at the level of the executive mansion. He is not afraid to lie. No, Boakai and lie is just a 5 and 6. Boakai and disrespect for the rule of law is like 5 and 6. Boakai disrespect for people's rights and people's dignity is like 5 and 6. He doesn't give a heck. That's the reality. It's hard to say, but you got to hear it. Yes. That's it right there. Boakai wanted Nafa. Went to Emma Glasgow. Emma Glasgow, you got to move. Emma Glasgow want me, all kind of things. Okay, you know what will happen. And Boakai lie on her knee and remove her. Investigation was conducted. And that investigation said, but Emma Glasgow not do nothing. And just like the man Boakai said, I've been taking my action. Now why you're talking? Who's that thing you're talking? You're on your own. Whatever you say is for you. I finished taking my action. What I wanted to be done, it is done. And I'm moving on. Somebody who does not respect the rule of law. You think he get time? You think he see you? It's sad for us to say, but that's the reality. We tell you it. When Boakai wants it, he doesn't look at that thing you call constitution. Why do you think that ear, that belly go fainted before he could even take the oath of office? Why do you think so? Why do you think so?
Why you think on his inaugural day, the day they were inaugurating him into office, why you think that Bele go faint? Why you think so? That idiot of a president, why you think he fainted? What? I know who's saying this, suppose they know about Queen gets it. My people are homeless. Do you know why the few days you see me on? Because I have to do extra different thing. I get some family member of mine, friends, relatives that are affected from that Salomba issue in Lofade. From the Kunubundu, how you call issue that are affected. And why they filter and see me on? Because yeah, you're all you know now. The control we live in. If you say you want to extend even $5 to somebody, it means you got to go the extra mile. And that is what is happening. So even though it is happening in Lofa, I am here, I'm affected. What I'm supposed to be taking to spend on my rent or whatever thing I'm supposed to do, now I am compelled to go extra mile. If I tell you just these few days, within a period of 2 weeks, I've spent more than $1,000, you will not believe it. From this Lofa issue. Family, friends who are living from one area to the other. You know, Liberia, our society is as such that your uncle, best friend, automatically becomes your family member. Your pa, best friend, automatically becomes your uncle. That's how the society looking like. So even people who are not connected to you by blood, one way or the other, you help them. Even those who even know your great-grandfather. Oh, but I know your great-grandpa. Your great-grandfather and myself used to drink pan one down there. So it's not easy. As I speak to you now, my whole family now, they're leaving from that place now. They're going to Vonjama. I don't care how mean you are. When you listen to some of these stories, you now say, I can't do nothing. You got to help. Especially for those of us who believe in that communion family, who believe in that particular extended family, who believe in our tradition, our culture. We're not allowed America who can't change us. We're not allowed the situation and circumstances to make us to look different. We are who we are, despite of whatever that is going on. Because our presence here today, one way or the other, those people help us to be here. You know how many person pull him behind you for you to enter the country here? So we can call our phone off. Our phone is on 24 hours. We are not like some people who will change their number more than 10 times before the month come to our end. No, we have one number. That number is our number. Sometimes we don't have it. But again, we know what it is. So some way, somehow, we got to help. You get our people in a very, very terrible condition. And Boakai is satisfied. With the issue of Yakema people, like I'm saying, Joseph Newman Boakai have shown no respect for the rule of law. This old man have proven that for him, he does not respect that thing they call constitution or court. Boakai don't see court, no. He doesn't see constitution, no. Like I was saying, that was the reason why you saw him fainting on his inaugural day. Because the weight of the constitution was too strong to lie and think that you can walk away. Who told you God did not show us this sign of Boakai? Long ago, it was shown to us. Long ago. Somebody who could not even manage his own salary. Then his own salary, he could not manage it. To the extent that this man came up to tell her that he was living alone. And you think that it was a mistake for him to say it? The man who could not manage his full salary, he told us he was living on loan. No, it's not me that's saying it. He just said, Newman Boakai said it. He was living on loan. And some of you felt that was a joke. Joseph Numa Boakai told us, I am not responsible enough. I cannot manage my own life. I cannot manage what I have. But still, you ignore it. You close your ears and say, Joseph Numa Boakai, no problem. We'll stay in Liberia. And why are you crying? Why are you crying?
Loans go to IB Bank. I borrowed money more than 5 times.
Yeah.
Because I want to make sure I have something in my account that I can live by. I mean,
So the man who did not plan his life from his 40 years in power, you say you want something in your account to live by. You work in government for 40 years. You could not plan to save so that at the end of the day, when you owe, you can live by it. Then that loan you will depend on to live by. Eh? I remember the song of one of our sisters, Evelyn Myers. I think Evelyn Myers or Evelyn Myers or so, something like that. And the song goes like this. Listen, oh, Liberians. Let me see. I think that song I should sing here. I think you can remember that song. Listen, oh, Liberians to his call. Something like that. Let me see. Uh just bear with me. Let me see if I can get this song. Yeah. Okay. Let me see. I think okay, fine. So I will play you this. Let me bring her here. Just bear with me. Let me bring her here so that you will see what I'm talking about because it's important that we, play this, that we bring this to you so that you can hear what we are talking about. Uh, let me go and get our sister, Evelyn. Let me get her and then we can bring her here and see if we can get her. Yeah, we can get her. We can definitely get her. We can get her. We can get her. We can get her. I want you to listen to this. Let me remind you. Listen to this. Okay.
Our country,
Listen
God
to
is
this.
watching us and He's in control of everything. So let's continue to look up to Him through music to bring comfort to.
Listen to this song.
Oh God, I will worship you. I will serve you till I die.
Remember this song, right? In the 2000, that 2000 Taylor War. I just want to play a few bars of this song and I want you to listen.
Do you remember 1990? Place. Let's sing all Liberians. Let's sing all.
Carry this.
Happy party very soon, Liberians. Happy forgotten those promises you made to God. Lord, if you save my life from this war, I will worship you with all my heart. Let's sing all, Liberians. For him to see us Christians, in the shame of your Can't you see this Christian man has been disgraced? What makes you hard to learn and quick to forget?
I want to stop it right here, Mama. Thank you so much. What makes you hard to learn and quick to forget? We told you yesterday that this man was a disgrace to himself, but you didn't listen. Joseph Numa Boakai came up here and told you and myself, he said the player I am living on Luo. The man who worked in government for 40 plus years and could not even maintain his own life. Imagine. In Babati where he worked, those days when when Joseph Numa Boakai was working those days, at the time money $1 US was $1 Liberian dollar. 1 to 1. The money had value. The money had weight. And he wasn't occupying no keke position. These were positions, direct governmental, core position this man was occupying. He could not even settle his own life. Even those of us that are here, we're all there who want where we're doing. We're making small things so that we can put it down that today or tomorrow, when our boom are old, that we can sit down now, be how you call listening to our late music or be reading newspaper and say, yeah, this is what I got from whatever running around that I did. A man who worked in government for 40 plus years was
loans. Go to IB Bank. I borrowed money more than 5 times because I want to make sure I have something in my account that I can live by.
This man, 40 plus years, he did not save. When that man was 20 years old, 19 years old, he started working in government. Up to 80 years, he could not save. But you take the entire country and give it to this particular waste, and you expect us to progress as a nation? You expect us to progress? When the indicators were there and you ignore it, you listen to Everly Mass. What make you hard to learn and quick to forget? You think someone can forget it? You think I'm surprised that Boakai is behaving the way he is behaving? Sometimes most of the chat room that I'm in, I don't really comment like that. I read, I take things from there. Those ones that will be applicable to my life, I take it. Those ones that I need to do research on for my own, knowledge-based experience, I do it. But I don't write too much in chat room. That back and forth, I'm not into it. You know why? Because I saw the sign. God showed me everything that is happening today. He showed it to me yesterday. That was the reason why some of us were here for the 6 years under our own regime, explaining to the Liberian people why we should continue to support His Excellency President Dr. George Manawia. When I sleep today, I sleep with a clear conscience. When I'm speaking, I speak with pride and dignity. I don't bow my head down in shame and in disgrace. You know why? Because I did what was appropriate, what was right. I inform you. So I know of these things that is going on. So I ain't going to hurt my head. I am relaxed. We show you these things. The man himself came to you and he told you that I've been living on loan. You said no. You were not listening. Somebody who worked in government since his 20 years all the way to his 80 years and could not save. Come back to tell you I'm living on loan so I can be able to save something. Loan? That loan you will depend on to be able to save? Somebody say, we have this adage, this parable in Liberia. It says, when it rain, when the rain was falling, you did not fill your bucket. You think it will happen when the dew is coming? Absolutely no way. If you had a bucket to fill a top, you could not use that bucket to fill the top. That basket or spoon, you think will help you to fill it? If Joseph Newman Boyka told us all of these things, be careful to listen to people. You know, some of us, you know, our strength is in listening and not in too much, plenty talk, listening. That's our strength right there. That's why even when I enter gathering, I do more listening than talking. When I go to areas and people know me and say, but Prizo, man, you can be talking like that, you quiet. No, I just listen because I want to learn. I want to understand people's mind. When people speak, when you are smart enough, you can understand who they are. From the first 2 or 3 minute statement they will make in a particular area, you will know straight who they are and how to deal with them. By the grace of God, we were trained in those things. So once I start to interact with you, the first 5-10 minutes, I know which one of the line to take. Whether to continue back and forth, whether to just keep quiet, whether to say, I'm sorry, sir, or whether to just walk away. Because by the grace of God, we were trained by people to know these things. So you think I'm surprised that Boakai is running behind Yeke? That Boakai running behind Yeke? Why you think, look, we're sitting down as if, you know, the world will turn around, everything will change. It won't change. Because when Boakai was taking this action against Fonatikofa, if I'm not even against Fonatikofa, when Mr. Boakai decided to disrespect the Constitution by removing people who were given tenure position, we raised the alarm. It was like we were making noise. When Boakai decided to remove the Speaker, Honorable Fonatikofa, we talk around here, talk, and talk. Boakai said, "What I want, I will get it." And Boakai had his will. International people came to talk to Boakai. He listened. International people also that say, you know what happened? Let's prepare ourselves. 2029 is not going to be a walk in the park. You are dealing with hyenas. You are dealing with people who are not afraid to share people blood. So don't be afraid to die. No one say these things. Sometimes people, you know, they jitter. People get in a panic mood. But that's the reality. You are dealing with people who will not hesitate to commit crime. You too don't hesitate to defend the right thing. Oh, yes. You think, look, my people, you don't worry. That time we're waiting for. They think that Boakai doing is jumping around. Yeah, man, and they jumping around. They're doing this, they're doing that, breaking people who doing this, doing that. Boakai thing is a man. You all need that thing. You know, I was saying to somebody when Boakai nominated his friend, a countryman, at neck, I said, what are you worrying for? Boakai like can go bring a girlfriend, Mama Kabinete, to go serve, or take Katumu Boakai to go serve as neck boss. Boakai will now win 2029. He will not win. The only thing that Boakai is doing now is exposing himself ahead of time. That all finished, period. That all. Boakai like he can go tell his son, Jojo Boakai Jr., and make him to be net boss. He will not win. He will not win. He's not there with him my hair on. No. The only thing that Boakai is doing is he is just continuously approving our own doubt of him. He is validating all of what we said yesterday. That all. I mean, we can have my own there. Oh, the man, that the man country man, the man were part of Unity Party, and the man were part of this. The only thing I will say to seditious is that start to prepare for 2029. Leave anything that for nothing noise. Don't hurt your head. Don't hurt your head. Our focus now is on 2029, and that's the reason why we are recalibrating. Look, you know, one of the most strong, powerful politician in our country. You know, sometimes people call Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf the political Maradona. I laugh at what people can say. You know, one of the politicians in our country that you should be afraid of? If you are not afraid of President Weah, therefore you're not even scared God. If you do not respect and fear that man called Weah, then you not respect or fear God. Then what? Unless the people, oh, President, we are not talking nothing, not doing that, my people. If you know the man that is President Weah, you will go to bed and sleep with two eyes closed. Some of us who know him, what about far but near? There are people who are near President Weah don't even know who he is. I'm telling you, there are people who are near President Weah. You think that yeah, that man near President don't even know who President Weah is. They don't know. They don't know who President Weah is. Look, when you know President Weah, you are not gentle. You are not worried about the CDC. You can't worry about the party, about the person that you support. Don't worry. President Weah, you looking at? Nobody in that country, in our political circle that you call Liberia, get grumbled in President Weah. Let me tell you something. Some of you that do not know, we can't go in details. Nobody in our country there that get connection like President Weah. I'm telling you. I know some of you say, oh, Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, lead that thing. We know how people like Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, they were used. The connection that people like Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf had. It is not because of their own clean political records. It is not on the basis of their own merit. It's on the basis of what people told them to do and what they did that they got connected. There is a difference when you are introduced to somebody. Somebody say, oh my man, I'm a son here. Example, let me put it this way. You enter a party with your father, and your father introduce you to one of his rich friends and say, oh John, this is my son. And that man start dealing with you, or you and that man enter into business. It's different. Then the person who that man know because of his character, who he is, what he has done over the period. And when he is dealing with that person, there is always a difference. In dealing with somebody who was recommended to him, there's somebody who he know, who he has worked with, who over the period has evaluated very well and decided to work with that person. There are two distinct characters. I mean, look at you on a different level. The person who you know, the person who he has associated with, he has studied that person, you will have more confidence and trust, or you will be more doubtful of that person than who was recommended. Today, when you hear people, that's why you know sometimes, because some of these arguments, they are too hardcore. People like Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, yes. They know people because other people use them to do dirty work for them. So therefore, because people use them, so people did what? Introduce them to other people and say, oh yeah, oh my, that's the one we use. I people then we use, let them. But some of the people that President Weah know these people based on his character. They know him. They can speak for him. They know who he is. Somebody hold his hand and carry him to Macron and say, oh, Macron, that John Weah, you know John Weah. Somebody did not hold President Weah hand and say, oh, that guy in the UAE. And say, oh, my people, y'all know him, that my friend, y'all know him. His character put him there, made them to know him. Some of these people who are abroad, they know President Weah more than you think you know him as Liberians. Person get connection. Oh, I agree. You get connection. But their connection get limits and limitation. President Weah is the only man that bulldoze everywhere. You go in the European world, they know him there. He can walk there with pride and dignity and bulldoze. When you come in the Western world, President Weah, they know him. He can walk there with pride and dignity. Whether be a francophone, or let's just put it this way, the francophone world. When you enter in the francophone world, people know him. People can vouch for him. They know who he is. They don't need anybody to introduce him to them. When you enter in the Anglophone world, they know him. They know who he is. They can vouch for him. They can explain his story. They can give his line. They can tell you who he is. When you go to the Spaniard, the Spanish world, however you call it, they know who he is. They can vouch for him. They can tell you his story. When you go to the Portuguese, they will tell you who he is. They will vouch for him. The last time President Weah visited Israel and was in conversation with Benjamin Netanyahu. And Benjamin Netanyahu said, I followed you as a small boy. I know you. When you were playing football, I dedicate my time to you. Let me see if I can find that video. Just give me a second. Let me see. Just give me a minute. Let me see. Okay. Let me see.
Wonderful.
Okay. So let me carry this back so you can listen. Listen here.
How are you, my friend? Welcome. Good to see you. Good to see you.
He said, how are you? I want you to listen to this. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? So even before knowing him as a president, Benjamin Netanyahu know him as a friend. Interact with him, follow him, study his life. So there is nothing that you can go to say about President Weah to Benjamin Netanyahu, because Benjamin know this man, the Prime Minister of Israel know this man. They are a friend. He interact with him. I sit and look at people. The people they get power. They will do that. They will do that. Look, y'all leave Boakai. That nonsense Boakai say you own. Boakai like a Katumu. Boakai can be the chairman or neck. My head can hair on that thing. No, let's stop seditions. The person who we get is the greatest man. You think I a friend? Boakai care all around. He can do or nothing. Boakai like he can care to 4 years. He can do or nothing. Oh, we are le yeah. John Man, we are le yeah. You think I will limit John Man we are for the kaka le called Joseph Nima Boakai? What I even know he said, he even know his friend in the war. You think I will jet up a Boakai can make me low a friend? He can maybe as a seditious I will be a friend. He can be a friend, the president never. He can do this. The only thing we were speaking because you know why? Boakai is trying to damage the system and proving us right. Listen to this. Let me play this clip. Listen here.
How are you, my friend? Welcome. Good to see you again. Good to see you again. Wonderful to see you.
Looking younger.
I want to show Mr. President, this is for you. It's the commemoration of a previous visit So we'll have another one for the next visit. Thank you. So let's have a handshake. This is the most.
Yeah, bro, your handshake.
Thank you. Between two great friends.
Yeah,
It's wonderful to see you back in Jerusalem.
between two great, let me move that thing from here. Look, let me move from there. You hear, Benjamin, between two great friends. Where are just a human Boakai friend? You think we can you think that croak here called Boakai? You think we get time for him? You think we can hear him when he's talking? We're looking beyond Boakai. Now Boakai we're looking at. Boakai is how you call it dead bucket. We don't look at him. You listen to Benjamin Netanyahu? There's a handshake between two friends. You get somebody who lied to you and told you they got connection. I get friend in higher places. Which one of the friends Joseph Human Boakai I've ever went to? Who have ever looked at Joseph Human Boakai and said, my friend? All of the international trip he has made. Boakai lied to you. Look, Sidisha, let me say this to you. We should not worry about 2029. You know what we should worry about? Ourselves, organizing ourselves. And that is the process that has started. That's all we should worry about. Your leader team. For the sake of talking, for the sake of the discussion, we can talk about it. But Boakai let him put Katumu there as next boss. Boakai will now win. Boakai let him go to his son, Tatan, and bring his son there as next boss. He will now win. I always say this to you, fellow Liberians, and I want you to listen. I always say that my greatest fear and what troubles me the most is not about President we are coming back. You know what troubles me the most? Is the damage that President Weah will be able to take over in order for him to fix. That is what is worrying me. When I get time for Joseph Newman, the man 2029 coming, jumping here, going there. No. My only worry when I say that is all of the progress we have made as a people, as a nation. We are now retrogress. With retrogress, imagine great nation came to us and were asking us, how did we do it during the COVID-19? They used Liberia as a case study for peace in the world. The United Nations today is proud. You know why? Because of Liberia. Not because of any other country. Because even in those countries that they make interventions, up to now, that those countries are still, shaking some kind of way. The only country that the United Nations can boast of and say, this is our success story is Liberia. And through whose help? Through the help of President Weah. You think these soldiers that were holding gun, you think they could take gun from us? You think so? You think they could make us scared with gun? I beg you. Look, let me say this. Let me say it raw in our Liberia. You think these people that were referring to themselves, whether be a peacekeeper or peace enforcer or whatever, you think they could make some of us afraid? I'm speaking, it will not be me, but I'm speaking figuratively. You think they could make some of us afraid? But I think they were doing firing around. No. We listened because we saw our own. Some of us disarmed because we saw somebody who was like us, who we believe in, who we trust in. And when he told us, look, disarm and go to school, we listened to him. You think we're listening to them one? You think that they one we're listening to? No, don't fool yourself. What do you think they brought in President Weah? They brought him in because they knew very well that we could listen to him. And we did listen to him. The people are there, they say they're going there they carry jet bumper or all, and the fighting was going on. They enter there in Liberia. How long did ECOMO stay there? ECOMO, kind of unit mail, all kind of mail there and things like that, they will stay there. But when President Weah made that call, we listened to him because he's our own. And then, man, you're playing fun with? I don't worry. The only thing I will say to us as citizens, don't allow yourself to be distracted. Don't allow yourself to be carried away. On this note, I'm going to bring you this particular announcement.
Power to the people. Martin Luther King said, I have a dream. Barack Obama said, change, yes we can. And I, George, we have said, power to the people. Yes, we must. Get ready for a historic gathering of unity, leadership, and vision. The Congress for Democratic Change USA, or CDC USA, proudly invites you to the 2026 National Convention, happening June 24th to June 28th in the great city of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, under the theme, Renewing for Results, One CDC, One Vision, One Future. This landmark convention will bring together states chapters, party leaders, diaspora stakeholders, and distinguished guests from across the United States, Canada, Europe, Australia, Liberia, and beyond. Join us for strategic policy dialogue, CDC USA leadership elections, the Diaspora Engagement Forum, and a prestigious recognition ceremony featuring prominent voices and leaders, including Party Chairman Attorney Janga A. Cole, leading an array of party officials from Liberia, including Representative Frank Safoko Jr., Representative Bintu Masale, Representative Abu Kamara, and Representative Eugene Colley. Plenary session speakers will include Wanto Tia Wanto, Mrs. Willamida Sedita, Aisha Bolo Howard, Mamesi Kaba, Councillor Gamonde Clinton, Civicus Basigia, and many more. And don't miss the special honoring of His Excellency Dr. George Manawia, former President of the Republic of Liberia, for his outstanding democratic leadership and commitment to peace. As Liberian artists, including D12, Takun J, Leto Ibrahim Moibab, aka Heaven Sent, and KZW, will spice the honoring nights with beautiful performances, followed by a soccer match between CDC USA and Boxer, with FIFA World Best George Manawia leading the CDC USA in a spectacular soccer match on Sunday. It's happening in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania from June the 24th to the 28th. Come, let's celebrate democracy and celebrate a true icon of Liberia democracy, His Excellency Dr. George Manawia. Be a part of the movement. Be a part of the vision. Be a part of the future. For more information, contact your local CDC USA chapter or follow official CDC USA platform at www.cdc.usa.org. CDC USA Convention 2026. Here we come, renewing for results.
All right, so the CDC USA convention is going to be in Philadelphia from the 24th to the 28th of June. So prepare yourself. If you are in any of the state, please get connected to your state chapter. For example, in the DMV, if you are living in DC, in Virginia, or in Maryland, we are grateful to serve as the chairperson of CDC in the DMV chapter. You can get to us, you know the number. Don't be left back. Don't be behind. Make sure you get to us. You know the number already. Our number is there, it's out there. We put our number up so that you can get in contact with us. 443-991-3356 is our number. Hit us up if you live in DC, you live in Virginia, or you live in Maryland and you are a citizen, or you are interested to become a member. We urge that you ensure that you come. Okay, I'm coming. We ask that you associate with the local chapter there. Yeah.
Martin Luther King said, I have a dream. Barack Obama said, change, yes we can. And I, George, we have said, power to the people. Yes, we must. Get ready for a historic gathering of unity, leadership, and vision. The Congress for Democratic Change USA, or CDC USA, proudly invites you to the 2026 National Convention, happening June 24th to June 28th in the great city of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, under the theme, Renewing for Results, One CDC, One Vision, One Future. This landmark convention will bring together states chapters, party leaders, diaspora stakeholders, and distinguished guests from across the United States, Canada, Europe, Australia, Liberia, and beyond. Join us for strategic policy dialogue, CDC USA leadership elections, the Diaspora Engagement Forum, and a prestigious recognition ceremony featuring prominent voices and leaders, including Party Chairman Attorney Janga A. Cole, leading an array of party officials from Liberia, including Representative Frank Safoko Jr., Representative Bintu Masale, Representative Abu Kamara, and Representative Eugene Colley. Plenary session speakers will include Wanto Tier Wanto, Mrs. Willamida Sadie Tarp, Aisha Bolo Howard, Mamesi Kabab, Councillor Garmonde Clinton, Civicus Basigiab, and many more. And don't miss the special honoring of His Excellency Dr. George Manawia, former President of the Republic of Liberia, for his outstanding democratic leadership and commitment to peace. As Liberian artists, including D12, Takun J, Leto Abraham Moibab, aka Heaven Sent, and KZW, will spice the honoring night with beautiful performances, followed by a soccer match between CDC USA and Boxer, with FIFA World Best George Manawia leading the CDC USA in a spectacular soccer match on Sunday. It's happening in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania from June the 24th to the 28th. Come, let's celebrate democracy and celebrate a true icon of Liberia democracy, His Excellency Dr. George Manawia. Be a part of the movement. Be a part of the vision. Be a part of the future. For more information, contact your local CDC USA chapter or follow official CDC USA platform at www.cdc.usa.org. CDC USA Convention 2026. Here we come, renewing for results.
All right, so that's how it is. So get ready, prepare yourself from June the 24th to the 28th. We will be in Philadelphia having a CDC USA National Convention. And that National Convention is going to be wonderful. We're going to have His Excellency President Dr. George Manawia, a reel of, CDC lawmakers. We're also going to have stars of our party there. So it's going to be a wonderful time. We're going to have a policy dialogue also with other, political parties. So it's going to be a wonderful time. Come there, you're going to see your people. And we're also going to be having elections, at that particular convention. So it's going to be a wonderful time, but at the appropriate time, we'll speak on it more. Again, we are not, part of the committee. No, we are not. But we are citizens, and anything that concerns CDC, one way or the other, directly or indirectly concerns us. So let me just make this disclaimer that we are not part of the committee. We do not work with the committee. We are only chapter chair. I serve as the chairman of the DMV chapter, which comprises of DC, Maryland, and Virginia. So if you are a citizen in either Washington, DC, in Virginia, or in Maryland, I want to say to you, and you are not in our chat room, you are not connected with us, you are not connected to us, we want to appeal to you. Here is the number. Take the number, share it with friends. You may not even be in DMV. Maybe some of you listening will be listening from Iowa, or some of you from Minnesota, or some of you from Georgia, or some of you from Kentucky, some of you from Utah, wherever state you are from, reach out to us, and we'll get you connected. We'll get you connected to your chapter. If you know of somebody also who live in the DMV that is a citizen, share our number with that particular person. Tell them, look, we have, the DMV chapter, and it's a very vibrant chapter going on strong, and this is very, very wonderful. When I mean wonderful, I mean it is very, very, very wonderful. So, join us and let's all have a wonderful, wonderful time. Because at that convention,
The only people that will be given the opportunity to vote, there will be other people who will go there as a guest, and etc. But people who will be allowed to vote, to make decision at that particular convention, will be from the chapter, or will be chapter delegates. So if you are in the DMV, get to us. The number is here, 443-991-3356. You cannot be a sedition and then, not part of your family. We are one family. So get to us, give us a text, call us and tell us, and let's get you connected. Let's get you placed in the chat room, so that we can start this process. Again, I want to say thanks to Pastor Success A.B. Dennis. He sponsored this particular segment, of the announcement. Sometimes we're making these announcements, people, send one or two things to us to just say, look, my man, you know what? Please, I'm begging you, let this continue to roll. Let this continue to roll. So again, I want to say thanks to Pastor Success A.B. Dennis. Pastor Success A.B. Dennis is the one who is, uh, paying for this ad. Let me just put it this way. He is paying for the ad that is running on here, and say, look, when it comes to the CDC, make sure you play the ad for us. So I want to say thanks to Pastor Success A.B. Dennis, a very, very strong, committed, a dedicated sedition. I want to say thank you so much, Pastor Success A.B. Dennis. So the ad that you see me playing on here, Pastor Success A.B. Dennis said, my man, whatever it takes, what we can do financially, make sure anytime you come on the show, play this ad at least 2-3 times. So again, I want to say congratulations and thank you so much, Pastor Success A.B. Dennis, for for empowering us to do what we are supposed to do. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Yeah. So again, I want to say thanks to Pastor Success A.B. Dennis. So anytime I'm playing this ad, you must know that Pastor Success A.B. Dennis is the one, who reached out to us and say, please, as many times as you think. So I want to say thanks to him. So fellow Liberian, there we find ourselves. So you worry, just like Boakai, look, the man have proven over the period that he does not respect the rule of law. This thing that is happening is between he and Yeke. It's not between he and these lawmakers. Joseph Newman Boakai wanted for Fonatikofa to move. We're gonna know it's being caused around here. All the illegal international people came. People from ECOWAS, they came. He didn't listen to them. People from all over came and said, Boakai, you listen to them. You move Fonatikofa, you swear to your Joseph Newman Boakai, swear. He said, no way, the man, he can't be there. And at the end of the day, they did everything. But we want to thank God for Natikofa stood his ground and say this will be done the right way. We understand how it was done. Just like Nima Boakai spent money. At the end of the day, for Natikofa is out. Liberia did not boy. Today, what we are faced with is just the continuation of Joseph Newman Boakai disrespect for the rule of law. We will speak. We will talk. I may not like the way Yeke approach issue. But that does not mean that I must stand for someone to infringe on his right. This is how we are different from you. For us, yeah, we will disagree with issues, but we will protect the rights of people to be able to express themselves. Under the CDC government, there are people who, the way they carry on their political, what we call, activities, that was not right. But what did we do? We protected their right to express themselves. Take, for example, look at people like Costa. To the extent that even Dara Delon himself said it. No, don't believe what I'm saying. Let me play you this clip. Delon himself cried and said, our opposition honor, how you call the CDC people, these people, they did not harm me. These people did not threaten my life. No, I don't want you to believe what I am saying. Let's go here so you can see what we are talking about, or you can hear it. Sometimes we say this thing, you think we are joking. Let's play this for you to hear it for yourself. Let's go to Darius DeLong and we listen to him. This. Listen.
On the 54th Senate,
I was from the opposition under the 54th Senate. I was from the opposition, and I was allowed to be critical.
You hear him? He was allowed.
And
His right was respected. President Weah respect his right. There's a man who threatened President Weah and said, you know where gun will come from, we'll do this, we'll do that. He was protected. Don't believe what I'm saying. Listen to it. Just listen. Listen, kill it.
And I was allowed to be critical. And I was critical on the issues.
I will carry in from.
Distinguished colleagues, Toga Nimle was named designated chair to head LERC, the Liberia Electricity Regulatory Commission. He was CDCN under a CDC gavel. We led the Senate to reject it. Manapotem Darlington Kale was nominated by President Weah, a CDCN under a CDC gavel. Our Senator Dillon, we led that man rejection in the Senate. We were opposition. Manapotem, distinguished colleagues, for 3 years, I did not vote for the budget on the record because I was demanding domestic debt list. Once they are here, never did we hear that we were anti-coup people because Samuel Tue and John Weah are coup people. Where is nonsense coming from? Please, Manapote, distinguished colleagues, where is nonsense left-threatening thing coming from? That when you speak on governance issue, oversight, then you are supposed to be anti-NIMA. My left is threatened, my left is at risk because the people who speaking, I know them. Manapotem. Manapotem, the Minister of Public Works must be brought before the Senate. The Minister of Labor, I want to make a case. If it makes sense, okay. If it doesn't, fine, I can live with it. The Minister of Labor did not go to his house to make a wild allegation to the effect that he was nominated by President Joseph Nima Boakai to be Minister of Justice. His communication, his nomination.
Now you listen to this, right? When we are telling you that President Weah respect the right of people, even though some of their approach was completely unconstitutional, was completely unorthodox, but again, he showed a high level of tolerance and said, let's respect these people's rights. Today, let Darius Delon insulted and threatened the life of a certain president. Terroristic attack on the life of President Weah. Nobody got an impeachment. Oh, let's impeach the man. Let's move him from there. Let's put money together. President Weah did not go that low to say, oh yeah, we'll go that low, we'll jump behind him, we'll move him, we'll do this, we'll do that. No. President Weah allowed the democratic process to flow, to roll. Today, guess what happened? The same man where Jerry Pia then was swearing to their mountain water and said, they men good more than one man. Your man were born you, Jerry Pia, the information minister. A man that born in Jerry Pia said no. A man is not competent, capable, and qualified to get his trust as compared to Boakai, how you call Yeke. He said Yeke was the most trusted person. When you put a man down, you put Yeke down, you will choose Yeke over his mother. That's Jeremy Pia saying. That's not me. At the end of the day, they hailed this man and said it was the right thing. When yesterday we said it is Yeke right to disagree with the government. It is his right to disagree with government. But the languages that were being used was what we were against. They said no. You see, these are things that people need to understand. These are things that people need to understand. Yesterday, when they were in opposition, they said the insult was correct. It was okay. They set the standard. When some of us said that no, Yeke has the right to disagree with government. Yeke has the right to be able to express his opinion. But we think that some of the utterances, it was bad for the society. It was bad for our politics. They see Unity Party people, they swear to them, just like Imam swear, he say no way, it correct, it good. So you the old man, you set the standard. We leave him at the standard today, say you want to move the man. Stop playing phone, Joseph Imam Boakai. Even though we know you, you are vindictive. If you say you want to do it, you don't care. If it costs for you to spend 1 million, 2 million, whatever million, you will spend it. Because Liberia, our politics is as such that these people, they don't even have regard for their own character. That's how ugly it is. In Liberia, when you stand up for the truth, you are ostracized. Very few lawmakers who are people of trust. But again, you have the vast majority that will compromise the Liberian people's. You have the vast majority that will compromise the Liberian people's interest only because of their pocket. Those who will remain very, very focused, stand fast, and resist the pressure of money, they are very few. Very few in our house there. We can count them or we can name them just by our fingers. So the vast majority have no respect for people's rights. They don't care about people. So for me, with this thing that Joseph Newman Boakai, on, I can say for sure, if Boakai want to move Yeke, Boakai will do it because he feel that Liberia is for him. He feel that Liberia is for him. He got respect for the rule of law. But again, the people will speak. The people will speak. At the appropriate time, the people will have the right to be able to speak to issues. And that will be at the ballot box. So all I want to say is that seditions, don't be jittered, don't be troubled. But who this, who that, yeah, we can talk it for the sake of talking. But again, I want to assure all of us that Boakai does not have what it takes to do anything stupid 2029. Nobody in our country, nobody, I repeat, nobody in that country can try any nonsense 2029 because the people are resolved. The people have made up their mind and they will not allow the peace that we have fought for all of those years for one man called Joseph Newman Boakai, who is a weakler, who is a fake man, to come and how you call disturb that peace. No, it will not work. So you don't worry yourself. All we need to do is put ourselves together, do what is right, organize. And I want to say thanks to the party leadership led by Chairman Jangako, the M2B2 movement. We saw what happened in Grand Bassa these few days. The Liberian people show up. Liberians show up. Some of the people that you saw in that crowd, they supported Joseph Newman Boakai. And what we saw there, the people showed their frustration. They showed that they are resolved to ensure that this particular calamity called Joseph Newman Boakai and his thugs and his gangster are removed through the legal process, through the ballot box. So I want to say to you, fellow Liberians, fellow Seditians, thank you for the time. We are back on. The situation in Lofa is troubling because things seems to be deteriorating fastly, on a very fast pace. things seems to be going downhill. And the government that should be the one to even encourage and be fair and truthful to the people, unfortunately, the government is not. The government have decided that they will lie to the people. The government will lie to the people. And this is where we are. But again, we want to say to all of you, thank you so much for the support. Thank you for everything that you continue to do. On this note, we want to say bye from our end. And join us tomorrow at about the same time, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, when we host the Redemption Hour. Again, we want to say thanks to all of you. And time have caught up with us. So bye.
We want to encourage those who want to remain corrupt and steal money, that I beg them. The money should be used to bless our people. Thank you and God bless.